Hello, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with me, Elven Dragon, here on Squidcraft, Liara's patron server. So last episode we started doing a lot of little terraforming bits and added in some detail work, and as you may have seen, quite a bit has been added. Now, I still don't have a lot of the bigger trees in yet, because I kind of ran out of most of my oak wood. So there's still about 5 or 6 big trees behind me here that need to be put in. And there is still quite a lot of space here that needs to be treed, planted, have plants added to it. There we go. I can words. I haven't gone crazy talking to the plants out here. But adding in more plants to talk to is not what we are getting up to today. Today, we are instead going to finish off the buildings that we put in a couple episodes ago to hide our tree farms. So we're going to add in a couple little decorative builds on the ground floor to basically make it easier to harvest the wood and also just generally look nice. So I think the first little bit that we are going to do for these buildings is going to be the stable. Now this is going to go inside the purple building that houses our general wood farm, and I'm hoping that I can get a couple horses out here put inside of it. Partially for decoration, because what's a stable without some horses? And also to ride around out here. It would be nice to have a faster mode of transport that doesn't require rockets. And apparently I have not put a roof on here. So I think our first order of business is to get that in, and that way I know the height that I have to work with to get the decorations for this stable in. Alright, so now that we have the top section there marked off, we can start building up the walls and the stables. So the first bit on the walls is going to be some fences, and that will just provide a little bit of light to the upper area. Or at least it would if there was actual skylight. And we are just going to use spruce planks for the walls here. And then the areas that we aren't going to see anyway, I'll just fill in with the end stone. That way we don't waste our terraforming materials on a place that we aren't going to see anyway. And then for our opening, we'll just have 2 blocks away from each of the walls. And then 2 blocks down from the fences, which will help serve to separate what is eventually going to be a hayloft from the lower part of the stables. So our individual stables are going to be very, very simple. Just going to have 3 blocks by 2 for the interior, 2 high wall between them, and a fence with a gate in the middle on the front so we can get our horses in and out easily. Now I know this looks a little tall, but if we stand up here so we can actually view it at the height that it's going to be looked at, because we'll get a floor in there eventually, this I think looks pretty good for a small little stable. Now we just need to repeat that all the way down the wall until we get to the end, or rather a space that we can't fit another stall into, and we are going to use that space to put the ladder that is going to go up to the hayloft. And I don't think we're really going to put anything up there. I think it's mostly just going to be storage, or decorative storage for hay. Now the way we're doing the hayloft is we're just going to cover this whole area with those, and that will serve as the loft floor. Now these are upper trap doors, so that we can set stuff on it and it doesn't look weird, because nothing on the bottom here is going to reach these trapdoors levels, so we can just kind of cover this across the top of the area without having to worry about the weird block gap. So now with more trapdoors placed in here than I care to say, what we have left is to do the floor. And what we're going to have for that is a mixture of brown concrete, high enderman powder, brown concrete powder, podzol, some path blocks, which are how I'm going to be hiding the end rods in here. And then we're also going to put in some hay bales around here to be kind of hay on the floor, which I think should help complete the idea of this being a somewhat muddy, stable floor. with hay scattered about, etc. And there we go. We have the floor in. I think it kind of looks like a muddy, stable floor. Got the same sort of thing going on inside each of the stalls. And up in the hay loft up top, as you can somewhat see, we have some hay bales up here as well, just being stored. Now I kind of want to get a bee nest or two to stick amongst the hay bales, just so we have like bees living up here. Like they've kind of moved in to the barn, but that requires me bone mealing some trees, and yeah, I don't really feel like doing that right now. Plus, I still have quite a bit of hayloft here to fill in with hay bales anyway, so we have some time to get that figured out. Now down below, I still need to get the horses to put into the stalls, but I need to go find out who has some horses and if we can either breed or trade for some. So until I find that out, I guess that means we can move on to our next area, which is not the interiors of these middle buildings quite yet. It is these two areas. Now this little area here where we have the wall down a bit for the tree farm, I'm thinking we're going to put a little, hello Enderman, herb shop. So I need to figure out how to get some stuff hanging from the ceiling. I'm thinking Enderman, armor stands. I keep seeing Enderman and now I'm getting confused. So these guys are everywhere over here. But I'm thinking some armor stands holding, I think maybe some wheat, to be like bundles of dried herbs hanging from the ceiling. I think that might look pretty good. But that is something I'm going to have to play around with. I'm not quite sure how to make it look like they are hanging other than just directly from the ceiling. Other than maybe chains? Can't really do leads very easily. Oh well, it's something to play around with. Now the bigger section here that is a bit more open is going to be a forge. Now I have a rough idea what I want to do for the floor, so I think I'm going to get that in real quick here off camera, and then we will work on getting all of the detail work that goes into it set up. Alright, so the floor is in, and I did a little bit extra and put in some anvils here because I figured since I had to get the cauldrons in for quenching the swords and stuff with the floor, I might as well mark out where the anvils are. Now I think we'll probably get some armor stands over here at some point to add life to this area. Maybe have them forging some swords. We've got plenty of extras sitting in our shulker boxes over there from end raiding. But before we do that, we need a forge. For this forge, we're going to basically do a 4x4 if I can place blocks. This is going to be interesting with a floor we can interact with. But it's basically going to be about half of a 4x4. And we need this out another block. And we're just going to basically make this out of stone and stone bricks, if I can remember to shift when I place these things. So we'll just have a little arc like that. We'll put netherrack in those two spaces there, and we'll just kind of fill in the rest of the area there. A little bit of stairs along the sides. I think I might have to move that anvil. It might be okay. So, stairs. And then I need some stone brick fences to go on the sides of the opening to the forge. And then we just have to build up the chimney, which is going to stretch all the way up to the top of the wall that we have. There we go. I think I need to get couple more regular stone to put up there. But other than that, I think that looks good for, oh, not exactly small. It does take up quite a bit of space in this building, but I think it does look good for a nice little forge. But other than adding some armor stands and the fire inside the forge, I think that is probably good. Now in here, I think we're going to do spruce for the floor in here. Probably not spruce, oak slabs, I think, for the roof, like we did for the stables. And we're just gonna have a little counter here, across here, trapdoor here, I think. Probably an armor stand behind the counter as the shopkeeper, and maybe a plant or two in the corners here on a scaffolding table. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Scaffolding table. All right, time to get that done. All right, so there still needs to be a lot more plant life in here. I think that this looks good for a really, really basic shop. Now, I do need to go and figure out how we're doing the armor stands here, and that slab is too high. So, since we need this near the top, I'm just gonna put that there. So we're gonna have to hold some wheat, and now we need to position this. So let's see, nope. I guess that looks about right. I'm not going to be able to get it completely vertical. So now we just need... Well, now we need to reposition it and give it back the weight. But if we use the gray dye, that'll get rid of the gravity. So let's get it back into position. There we go. Now I need to get out my dye box. And it is pink for raising it up. And I did it again. At least this time I didn't change the position. I need to remember to crouch when I do this. So I don't think that's quite at the ceiling. Let's get the scaffolding so we can better see. Nope, too high. Okay. Wait, I can't crouch on scaffolding. Or at least scaffolding pillars on PC controls. I got it on mobile. It's quite nice. So let's get that up near the ceiling. Yeah, it looks about right. And now we just need to use the... Remember to crouch. And there we go. One invisible armor stand, creating the effect of herbs hanging from the ceiling. Now, the way we're able to do this is because of yet another pack that we have on the server here by Foxy No-Tail, which basically allows us to have movable armor stands. Now, I did try to rotate these so that maybe we had vertical herbs, but alas, that didn't seem to work for whatever reason. So instead we have diagonally hanging herbs from the ceiling. I think once we get maybe one or two more, I don't want to overdo this. In here, I think this will look good, as well as definitely a lot more plant life back in here to kind of make this a little bit overgrown. Maybe we'll put some vines on the walls or something. Maybe some glow lichen. There we go. Even with just 2 azaleas, that's looking better already. However, I don't have any more armor stands right now, so that will have to do for now. Which means, I guess the last thing that we have to do is get the horses out here. Now, I have been told where I can breed a couple horses. And this is going to be interesting, because I can only get them through the end gateway as babies. Otherwise, they're too tall. So I'm going to head back to Spawn Town, and I will meet you there once we're ready to start transporting horses. Alright, so Nightshade has told us that we are free to breed their horses. So what we're gonna do for this, because I believe this still works, where we can use potions to... Oops. Good thing I have spares. But we're gonna use leaping and swiftness potions to hopefully get some faster horses, because I believe that bug is still in the game. At least I've been told it still is. So let's see. Nope, I don't want to ride the horse. Can I please just toss the potion here? Nope, not that's on the horse. There we go. There's one. And let's see. Can we? Nope. That's getting on a horse again. That's still getting on a horse. All right, there we go. There's the second one. So carrot, and there we go. Baby horse. Leash. Now let's get you to the end. What? I am confused. Anyway, we should be able to heal the horse once we get out to the base, which hopefully should not be long. We just have to bring it up the stairs and through the end gateway, which might be the hardest part because we've got to shove it through a 1-block gap. And I don't think there's any blocks up for it to stand on other than the bedrocks, so that might be interesting. So, up the stairs. Hopefully it's actually following us. Looks like it, and it's not off. Good. So, now, come on. Jump up on the bedrock. No, no, nope. We don't want you to go down there. Come on. I placed an extra plank. Can you pathfind that over here? Oh, there we go. Get, come on. No. Oh, that was almost off the edge. Oh, nope. You won't follow the golden carrot. You'll just grow with it. And I can't push you up. If I use a slab, can I push it up there? Nope, that just got rid of the lead. So, release. Good. Okay, good. And there we go. It's at the base. Hopefully safely. So, let's check if that's into the gateway. Alright, let's try that again. And hey, we can see the horses there. And we've got an endermite. One of these days I'm going to catch these guys and keep it around somewhere. Maybe it'll help keep the enderman away. That is an option. Endermite in a boat. But let's see. We could probably grow this guy up. But let's see if we have a saddle first so we can actually control it. That might be useful. I probably have one around here somewhere that I just grabbed while end raiding. This is going to take a while. Ah, there we go. So now let's grow the horse up. This can't take too long. That got rid of the lead. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So let's see. This is taking a lot longer than I expected. Oh, there we go. And we can't just click on it with the saddle. So let's see. Right, the horse health looks pretty good. We definitely need to heal it though. Hey, it likes us. So saddle. Let's see, let's heal the horse a bit. There we go. It's probably going to take quite a few golden carrots to fully heal. And that's just sending it into breed mode. Yes, we can go and bring this guy over. Oh, we have an enderman. Alright, that enderman taken care of. Let's ride the horse all the way to the stable. This is definitely quite a fast horse. This is decently fast. Can't tell what the jump is. Doesn't look horrible. About 3 blocks, I think, which might be average. Yeah, that was 2.5. Can't seem to jump 3.5 though. So we may have to do some work if we want a excellent jumping horse. But the speed's not bad. I'm quite happy with that. So let's get this one in. There we go. We now have a horse that we can ride around our base on, which is going to be good considering the size of the base. Should definitely reduce our food usage and rocket usage. But now I guess it's time to get the second one out here. Alright, so now both horses are in. We're still waiting on this one to grow up so we can see its health and jump stat, or at least get an idea of what they are. But that is 2 horses successfully transported to the outer end. Yeah, I know, I didn't need to do this. But let's be honest. Those stables look so much better with horses in them. Now we still have 3 more to fill. I might try and get a donkey or something out here, or a llama, or probably just breed more horses because we've got horses now. But that is not going to be today. Because with these 2 now out here, that is going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.